name is Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here is your daily technical analysis of stock index futures. I'll start with UK FTSE futures. A second bearish black crow yesterday, but looking like a hanging man pattern as well. Now, hanging man patterns are interesting. Traditionally, they are seen as a bearish reversal. However, data indicates that about 60% of the time they are actually bullish continuation patterns. It will be interesting to see which the market follows, the tradition or the data. As for yesterday itself, we had some interesting features. The market broke down through the rising medium moving average, currently at 69.38, the important January high at 69.10, and the March 2020 high at 68.71.5. However, it also managed to close below only the medium moving average when it moved back up. Meanwhile, overhead we have the combination of the June to date downtrend currently at 70.01 and the gently declining short medium moving average currently 70.24. The short moving average is also it's actually in the way, currently at 69.67, and has very recently provided some interesting nearby resistance to the market. So far today, a slightly higher open, then a dip down below the 69.10 support before now moving all the way back up and just over the medium moving average. We're nevertheless still within yesterday's range and looking like an indecisive spinning top right now. German DAX futures. The second bearish black crow yesterday and a follow-on to the previous session's reactionary bearish harami. The market opened slightly higher, but still under the old 50% projected Fibonacci line at 15.629, which capped the day and then dropped down quite a way to the 15,400 area before pulling back up. However, the pullback was not quite good enough as we still closed yesterday below the short medium moving average, currently 15,550. I've noted for a few days now the precious nature of this market, and late last week it seemed to have calmed down as the longer term implications and reappraisal from May's monthly key reversal up seeped throughout this month's action. Well, I'm not so sure now. We seem to be starting to have indecisive thoughts and actions here again. You may accuse me of being cautious, but I think that may be the best way with this market at this time. Now, so far today, another slightly higher open right on the combination of the short moving average, currently 15.545, and the short medium moving average. But though looking indecisive, I suspect them of having some latent bearish sympathies at this time. US E-mini S&P futures. A really interesting pattern here yesterday, a combined bearish engulfing pattern right at the top of the market, as well as a hanging man pattern. Now, hanging man patterns are very interesting, as I explained in the FTSE futures earlier, which has a similar pattern. Hanging man patterns are interesting because traditionally they are seen as a bearish reversal. However, data indicates that about 60% of the time they are bullish continuation patterns. It'll be interesting to see which the market follows, the tradition or the data. Below we have the 50% projected Fibonacci line at 43.43, whilst overhead we have the 100% projected Fibonacci line at 44.48. Well, so far today, a lower open, but still within yesterday's range. But then a move back up to hang around yesterday's close. French CAC 40 futures. A bearish double yesterday, but it doesn't seem enough to halt what seems to be in progress. We're still over the June to date downtrend, currently at 64.98. This downtrend is also the upper trend line of the June to date breach, but still functioning descending expanding wedge pattern. And yesterday's bearish action did not threaten the break higher. Well, not much. Yesterday I also gave an idea of the possible move higher now from this descending expanding wedge pattern. Target X on the upside is in the 68.65 area, though the move higher does still look a little half-hearted. It's looking more solid though each day. Last week's weekly key reversal up, I'm sure, helped. Now, overall below we still have the 50% projected Fibonacci line at 64.80 and short medium moving average currently at 65.03, as well as the more recent short moving average currently 64.98. So far today, a higher open with a move towards the lesser Fibonacci line at 65.28 before a reverting move back up and breaching this week's high. Interesting. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives you essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright is Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.